Hi everyone, we're going to make meat patties today. Welcome back to my kitchen. You're watching Indian Cooking with Suganti. With the patties, you can make sandwiches, or you can make roti wraps, or you can even use tortilla and make tortilla wraps. Please subscribe to my channel, Indian Cooking with Suganti. Please click the subscribe and also the bell button. Let's start the cooking. I have here ground chicken meat, minced chicken meat. Add salt according to your taste. And garlic ginger paste. And I also added a little bit of green chilies when I ground the garlic and ginger. So that depends on how much meat you're going to use. I'm using about 2 packs of chicken, as you can see how much, and then I used about 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste, and 3/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder or yellow powder, manjal tul, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is according to your taste again. 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, and sombu powder or fennel seed powder, about 1.5 teaspoon of fennel seed powder, and 1.5 teaspoon of jeera powder or cumin powder. And chili flakes, that's optional. I just added just for some color. 3 green chilies. I'm adding 3 Thai green chilies, and it's optional. 2 medium-sized onion cut into tiny pieces. Cilantro, 1 big bunch chopped. Cilantro is dhania leaves. About 2 tablespoons of lime or lemon juice. Now start mixing everything. Add 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, sombu, and 1 tablespoon of cumins, siraham. I should have added this in the beginning, but it's okay. You can still add it. Take 2 eggs and separate only the egg whites. And beat it nicely. And add the egg white mixture to the meat and mix them all nicely. It's better to use your hand. I'm adding a little bit of oil to the mixture and mix them all really nicely. The reason for adding oil is when you make the patties and you fry it over the flame on the barbecue grill, the meat won't stick to the grill. Now check the salt and spice, and if you need more salt or a little bit more spice, you can add them now. I usually take a little bit of the meat and just taste it, but I won't eat it. I'll just spit it out and goggle my mouth. don't eat it, it's raw meat. Just taste for the spiciness and for the salt and spit it out and wash your mouth. The taste is fine, nothing need to be added. It's perfect. Next, we are going to make the patties. We need a little bit of oil to make the patty, so the meat won't stick to your hand, and a bowl of water to wet your hand. Let's start making the patties now. Before making the patties, get some oil paper or baking sheet, cut them into small pieces. Take the sheet of paper, put it on your palm, and spread some oil on top of the sheet, and then take some meat, try to make it into a ball, and place it on the paper, and then just tap it, just pat it slightly, gently, and make a patty. The patty should be evenly thick. The thickness of the patty should be even, so it'll cook evenly. And if the meat stick to your hand, just touch the water, and if your hands are wet, it won't stick. And the surface of the patty will be nice and even. It'll be nice and smooth. And then place it on a plate and leave the paper as a divider and keep stacking the patties one on top, and make sure spread some oil on top of the patty before you put it on the plate, so the paper won't stick. Try to make the patties as round as possible. If you cannot make it, that's okay. That's fine. Rub some oil on top of the patties before you put it on the plate. Stack all the patties just like this, with the paper as the divider. And once all the patties are made, and we'll start the grilling. The barbecue grill is ready. It's nice and hot, and we can start the grilling. My husband usually does the barbecuing and the grilling, and he's fixing my patties, the shape of the patties. Since we spread some oil on the patty while making the patty, you don't have to put any oil, any grease while grilling. If it sticks, you can still, with a brush, you can put some butter or some oil and just rub it on the patties.
What is Arya saying?
You can use a charcoal grill also. I stopped using it because we don't get the real charcoal. These are like a manufactured charcoal. I don't know what kind of fumes they let out. So for health reasons and for environmental reasons, I stopped using the charcoal ones. But if you have a nice like open space, if you can use nice wood flame, you can always cook it on the wood flame. It adds flavor to your patties also. My husband Arvind, he loves grilling, he loves barbecuing. He's the king of the grill. When he does the barbecuing, no one can go near the grill. I had made the patties nice and thin. He likes it thick, so he's fixing all my patties, making it nice and fat patties. Close the grill. It's slightly windy outside, so by closing it, we just holding all the heat inside. Just for a minute or so, and then we don't want the burger to burn. So it's almost half done. Just turn it gently. The first patty seems like it's cooked already. Close it. Okay, closing it again to keep the heat inside. And also you get nice smoky burgers. And we have a family visiting us, Arul, my nephew, and Rasna, my niece. They are here for the barbecue. And the little son Arya. Fish patties. Huh? The chicken cooks very quickly. You can just press the patty with that spoon and see how it is. If it's soft, then it's not cooked. So if it's a little bit hard, it's cooked. Then you can take it out. Seems like it was soft, so he's cooking it a little longer. The patties are ready. You can eat it just like sausages, or you can make sandwiches, or you can make wraps with rotis or tortillas. Okay, let's make some sandwiches and wraps. I'm using whole wheat buns for the sandwich. I'm not going to use any cheese. I'm just going to use some mayonnaise. If you want, you can still use some cheese. You could have grilled some cheese while making the patties and used it in the sandwich. So take the patty and place it on one of the buns. And then just add some mustard, ground mustard that comes in bottles, ready-made ones. And put some ketchup. Then a slice of onion. You can just break the rings and then you can spread the rings on the bun. Add some tomato slices. Tomatoes, and add some greens, any kind of greens. I'm using iceberg lettuce here. You can cut it into smaller pieces. I'm adding full leaf, and I'll just fold the edges. And then if you want, you can add some grilled cheese also. If you like cheese in your sandwich, you can place a slice of cheese on top of a patty while grilling the patty and melt it slightly before using it in the sandwich. You can also grill the buns before you make the sandwich. You can make these patties ahead of time and you can leave it in the fridge and you can use it for your lunch. You can make sandwiches or wraps and take it to lunch. Next, let's make the wrap. I'm using the roti or chapati. Indians, we make these rotis and chapatis at home. And if you don't make this at home, don't worry, you can always buy tortillas or rotis from Indian store. And before making the wrap, just cook it on the pan slightly and then make the wrap. Next, you take the patties and you just cut it into little cubes just like this and put them in a bowl. Okay, if you want to spice up your wrap, you can always spread some hot sauce on the roti before adding the stuffing. So put the meat pieces that we made with the patties and then add everything else. Onion, cut onion pieces, and some tomatoes, and some green chilies, cut green chilies. Sprinkle some salt. This is optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Just sprinkle some salt and then some cilantro leaves. And at the end, just squeeze some lime juice. Just a few drops of lime juice. And that's it. And then just wrap it nicely. If you want, add salt. If you don't want, you don't have to. Just wrap it up and that's it. And your chicken wrap is ready. You can use any kind of meat. I used chicken for the patties. Or you can even use just vegetable. For vegetarians, vegans, you can use cucumber or any kind of vegetables, and you can make the same wrap like this. if you don't have any rotis at home, you can always use store-bought tortillas. Here I'm using spinach tortillas. But remember to pan fry the tortilla before you make the wrap, because they're not fully cooked. So slightly cook it before you make the wrap, and that's it. It's an excellent lunch idea or snack idea, and very easy and very healthy. I hope you like the video. I'll be back soon with another interesting recipe. Until then, take care, and please subscribe to my channel and tell your friends and share the video. And take care, and thank you for watching.